going to be the next mRNA platform, vaccine platform that they try and roll out at a wide scale. So first in 2019, Gates funded a study for the original development of these quantum dot implants. So it's a microneedle patch array. So it's got a bunch of mini needles. It's like a Band-Aid. You put it on your wrist, it dissolves, and it installs these quantum dot materials that last for at least 5 years. So they developed that in 2019. Now in 2025, Gates funded another study that shows just how advanced now this technology has become. It is advancing at a very fast pace. Now these microneedle patches can install literal quantum dot QR codes that can be read with AI with specialized cameras and decoded to store batch information, lot number, how many doses you received. There you go. They put it on the pig. That's what it looks like. It's a literal QR code. You will be marked. This lasts, again, for years, perhaps permanently. And this will be used as a biological vaccine passport system where you won't use your phone. You won't use the QR code on your phone to enter the store and travel. You will use your wrist where this material is embedded in your body. And so this is very dangerous. And this even earned a spot at the 2025 Global Vaccine Forum, where they had their own session on these microneedle patch implants. So this is planned for wide-scale deployment for another pandemic.
Already, Shalom, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
I want to start by giving all glory and praises to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS.
And the brother #1 next to me, I got the brother.
That's one.
All right, we come from down in Tampa Florida, from the Kemp province of Babylon. Once again, double honor to those an apostle, great mercy, teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who pushing this work in truth and sincerity to the sky to broad. All right, we got you see it in the video as you're going into it. All right, it says biological vaccine, okay, passport system. All right, when you're watching the video, they pretty much break it down. All right, going into ultimately what Esau wants to bring. All right, and this is the form of his condition that you have with this guy Gates is putting his funds towards, man. Okay, it says now in 2025 Gates funded another study that is pretty much what the video was breaking down. Okay, and I'm gonna read a little bit of this, what it was going into, as you see in the picture. It says the new microneedle patch implant that installs both modified mRNA and permanent quantum dot QR codes into your body. And the point is that you won't use the QR code on your phone to enter the store, okay? And we know that these things is like symbolizing what that chip is going to be used for, man. You see, because you going into it that you got that what is it, how it go? Pretty much it got the 666 on it. I forgot what it's, the universal UPC to water. Okay, so this is all that product being used to pretty much condition the people to what's really going to be established. You see, and this is what Esau's doing. This is what he's putting his millions and billions and billions of dollars into, right? Because soon this is what he's going to bring out, and the coming few years, man. All right.
Yeah, it's all roads lead to the mark of the beast.
Yep.
Somehow, one way or another, they're going to try to get underneath your skin, man. They want to put something in your flesh where they can track everything you're doing, and even the way you think or come across your thoughts. All right, you see what they're doing now with the anti-Semitism shit, man. Okay, they want to know if you thinking about, going off against the small hats, man. Okay, they want to know what you're thinking, and doing that, they're gonna want to persecute you. Okay, they want complete and utter control and obedience, and they don't want any defiance. All right, and the only way they can do that to find out if there's any defiance is if they inside your mind, reading your mind before you can commit a crime. They're gonna know it.
Yeah, that's right. It says, I'll read it again. It says, you won't use the QR code on your phone to enter the store and travel. You will use your wrist All right, you see in the video, there's no difference, okay, from what they telling you or what they want to ultimately do when it goes into that MOT to the B, man. Okay, the mark of the beast. This is what this devil is conditioning millions and millions of massive people for. Okay, so it ain't a coincidence that he's funding and putting money into these things. All right, just like they're putting millions of dollars and trillions of dollars to transform, all right, their systems, okay, to more digital things. That's why you have it where the cash that you see people been using for, you know, for quite some time now, is starting to just fade away, man. Right. Okay, now it's just tap. Now it's just digital, you know, transactions. Okay, all that, man. All right, everything is being transitioned. Okay, and he's only going to get more advanced at it, leading to that M to the O to the T to the B.
Yeah, some grocery stores like Whole Foods, you ain't even got to pay no more. You just walk in and put your stuff in the buggy, and the buggy is handling all the transactions. Or you give the store your card information when you get in the store, and then you ain't got to go deal with people on your way out. So you see how they're getting you conditioned to not have to deal with people to get goods, to buy goods and products and food. Okay, they're conditioning the people so that, you know, that dystopian future that we're coming into, they're going to be more willing to accept it when it pulls up on them, man.
Yeah, because it's going to be what made convenient, you see, and that's what he wants. He wants it to be convenient for when he brings that out.
That's right. Well, that's all he does when it's advertising.
Exactly.
He's trying to make something more convenient for you, or make it at least seem like it's more convenient for you, but really it's more convenient for him.
Exactly.
The scriptures say, if he doeth any good, he doeth it unwillingly. So he's not really looking to make anything convenient or more comfortable for you. He's really just trying to get more of your information. All right, he's trying to see who's the elect. He's trying to see who are those that the Lord is looking to save, or who's going to really defy his orders and his NWO.
Because what he's setting up those traps, he's layering traps everywhere he's going. Okay, and then like the brother said, he's trying to you know, move in on the Lord's elect. Okay, and with that, he can't just randomly run up on you. Okay, he's got to ultimately set traps, move, you know, very, you know, in a clever way, smart, you know, with a plot or a scheme.
Well, the Spirit got it where he can't accomplish anything that he wants to do unless he follow after the scriptures.
Right. Yeah.
That's why he got to bring the MOTB for. Though he don't want to admit it, the scriptures are his conditions, and the situations he in is forcing him to obey the scriptures, obey the prophecy. All right. These devils don't want to. Hey, they probably don't even want to come out with MOTB. All right, but because it's prophecy, their situation that they're in is giving them no choice but to chip everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta do it. Damn, man. All right, come on, let's do it. You know, because now that mark is on them. You know, that awareness. Everybody's being made aware that this is the devil. If he could do it some craftier way without people knowing that this is in Revelations, he would. But he can't. Now he's gonna have to come down and let people know, hey, this is that. You either get it or you're going to get your head chopped off. What you want to do?
Right.
And nobody going to be able to say anything against him. You got something? I got something too.
This Habakkuk 2 verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
So the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right. And it's at the end. Okay, back then people was looking at this like, that's never gonna happen. When the Lord spoke, people said, not in my lifetime. But guess what? All right, here it is. The scriptures are being brought out. The scriptures say the things written aforetime was written for our learning. All right, so we reading the scriptures today because it was designated for today. We are now living in those end times that the scripture spoke about over 2,000 years ago.
Exactly. Hey, like you said, you know, back then, Jake was saying, well, you know, not in my lifetime. Well, they saying the same thing today. Okay? Rather how you phrase it, how you put it, you know, you got the same Jake's saying that same spirit back then.
That's right.
It's back here today. Okay? And that's why niggas can't get it, man. Okay? They gotta see it the hard way.
Yeah. If may I too, you know, Shai said, this generation shall not pass until all things be fulfilled. So the very same generation that's being preached to is back on earth today. to fulfill those prophecies, to witness those prophecies come to pass.
Right. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
So that was going to take some time. Wait for it, because it is set for an appointed time, and it's not going to go past that appointed time. There's an appointment where the MOTB is going to come out. You know, the Lord got an appointment with the earth. And all these prophecies are appointments for the earth. You know, that there's a certain day, certain hour, certain minute, certain second where these things will be announced. Okay? Anyway, shit, I remember having your pop vision a few years ago where that shit came on. It came on the TV like an addressment to the nations. So like addressing the nation. Okay, but it came on as though it was like an advertisement, and everybody had to hear it. It was on the TV, the radio, your phones, anything that had technology where you could receive information through. It shut that whole system down and brought on this advertisement where they was advertising the mark of the beast. And they were saying, this just in, their new form of payment, you know, and they had the music playing.
Wow.
Very loud music playing. It's like you couldn't be distracted from what they were saying. It was grabbing your attention no matter what you was doing. But it was saying, this just in, a new payment system, a new form of payment, you know, and you're going to want it, and you're going to get it. Right. You know, and it was, everybody had this, the whole earth stood still that day and was watching what they were saying. Like, they be coming out with the mark of the beast. And you either going to take it or you're not going to be able to participate in society anymore.
Yeah, because it's almost to the equivalent of when you're making an emergency announcement. When the president is making an emergency announcement, you got all these alerts going on. Like he had recently yesterday, man. All right, Trump was supposed to make an announcement of, quote unquote, what we were supposed to be engaging in war. But instead, he got on there and told you all the good, jolly things that was going to come. Okay? Which letting you know, yeah, they tell you all the pieces here and everything is all good and dandy until sudden destructions come. Right. You see? And that's how these slithering devils work. Yep. Okay? That's his Esau we're talking about, the so-called white man.
Yeah. You know, same guy that said safe and effective. It's going to say safe and convenient when MOTB comes out. It's going to be marketed first. And then it's going to be forced. All right? You're going to have to either get it or they ain't going to literally come to your house and hold you down and put it inside of you. They're going to make you deny who you believe in first. They're going to make you say that you trust them and you worship them, and you deny that your faith that you believe in. Okay? They're going to make you turn down all your faith, reject the Lord that you serve, and take the chip and say that you serve the beast system. Okay? And if you don't want to do that, they're going to say you either get down or lay down, man.
Right. I got a quick one right here, too, as well. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Just, you know, straight to the point. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Okay, and as you know, it's going to go into it, but just getting that main point there, there's a season, there's a time for everything, okay, and the purpose under the heavens, man. That's right. We know that, you know, the scripture said before, Habakkuk 2 and 3, though it tarry, wait for it. So, you know, though it has a slight delay, it's still going to come to pass, man. Okay, this is all part of prophecy. It's going to be fulfilled regardless. Right. Okay, and Esau doing what he got to do to bring out that MTO to the O to the T to the B, that mark of the mark of the beast. You know, he's going to do it regardless, man.
That's right.
Okay, and that's why you see these guys like set up, what's his name?
Bill
Gates, or the guy that came up, Elon Musk. You know, because he's a puppet to these elites to condition the people to that conveniency of what they're about to bring.
Well, there are spirits riding on them, huh? They don't know what they're doing, really. You got the man that created the chip, the RFID microchip.
Yeah.
When he died, he said, "Oh no, what have I done?" Or he created. I was talking about that Satanist, Salakia, but the guy that created the chip, he was like, he didn't know about it in Revelations before he made it, but he was like, "Oh no, what did I do?" You know, and he so-called became a Christian, and he realized, "Oh shit, I just made the mark of the beast." You know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because like you said, you know, they got spirits on them, man. Because somebody's got to fulfill that role. You know, somebody has to fulfill that lot of putting these things together, and you know,
Yeah.
So Esau's got to fulfill being the wicked, bringing forth that MOT to the B, you know, and everything else that he's destined to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a lot.
just like it's destined for him to be destroyed.
That's right.
Okay, but I got another one. Oh, you got you.
Remember this, all right,
Okay, you got it.
Revelation 13:15 says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast." The scripture say he had power. So that means the Lord allowed him to do this. It says that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should both should be killed.
Right, and I got a precept to back you up with that. They have power, and we always know that going to that, you know, scripture, Job 9:24.
Right.
The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. But another one I'd like to bring out, because going into exactly that power, this is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe, meaning destruction, to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." And these are the elites. All right, these ones is major banking families. Okay, the Rothschilds, the Baguettes. Okay, the DuPonts, and you know, hey, these devils are in, you know, cahoots. Okay, you know, they are making things being, you know, put out here in the day and in the night. Okay, all to their wicked agenda. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Dang.
Okay, so this is why they do these things, because they have the power, backing you up with that scripture. Okay, so because they have the power to do it, they're going to enforce these things. Okay, because they're, as we know, Revelations 12 tells they got a short time. They're running out of time. All right, so the more he's getting familiar with, you know, doing what he has to do, you know, the more this time he's gonna realize as well that he's running out of that structure. All right, that power, that grip. All right, him being known as the hammer of the earth.
That's right. Yeah, I got a precept backing you up on that one. It says, Proverbs 4:16 in the NLT, "For evil people can't sleep until they've done their evil deed for the day."
Ooh, damn.
They can't rest until they've caused somebody to stumble.
Wow, that's Esau for you, man. That's the wicked. They are the border of wickedness. You see, so this devil's already being identified for who he is. He can't sleep. He can't rest his head. All right, that's why it says, woe to him, man. All right, he's only going to do nothing but continue to build upon those iniquities.
That's right.
You know, he's going to continue to push it. That's why you see this place getting worse and worse and worse, man.
Yeah. Verse 17 in the NIV says, "They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence." So this is all they're all about. They're all about wickedness and violence, man.
Hey, that's their fuel.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. They can't resist who they are as a person.
Exactly.
It's who the Lord created them to be.
That fuels them. You know, they eat and consume that, man.
Right.
You know, this is what has this. Like I said before, they are accustomed, you know, to this, man. All right. It says, "Can an Ethiopian, all right, change his skin or a leopard's spots?"
Right.
You know.
Right.
Hey, neither can the wicked, you know, change their what they're accustomed to, man.
Change their ways. So, hey, you got Esau who, shit, this nigga literally lay down in his bed and he be tossing and turning. He can't get no rest if he ain't do nothing to hurt or kill or put the Israelites at a disadvantage. All right, he feels like if we don't put them at a disadvantage today, they may overcome us tomorrow. You know, so he's constantly pushing out different poisons in the air, food, water, and their social media and these commercials and these ads. He's constantly trying to cause someone to fall, putting pork in the food. All right, these demons, they're the left-sided counterpart for demons. So when these demons come into their mind and start persuading them, they can't resist it. All right, they fully take on that role.
That's right.
I'm going to get back in that Revelation.
Yep.
Revelation 13:16, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads."
Go back up one, I believe.
Oh, yeah, we runs back.
Yeah.
The part back, it says, verse 15, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. So you got this system that this devil, this NWO, you know this beast system that this devil is trying to establish, man. Okay, and he's what, going to enforce it to a certain degree. Very clever in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
With much deception, of course, because when people don't want to get along with what the government is establishing, man, they start to bring out those wicked ways, man. You start to see Esau's horns.
When that deception don't work, they come out with a sword.
Yeah, or they start sending the what? Martial law. Look what they did. What they did with ICE, man.
Right.
You see, it's only a matter of time before this devil starts to restrict the food, water, all right, everything that you've been used to of comfort. As soon as he's gonna just start to say, you know what, fuck it. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
He's gonna take everything that you were used to and say, look, if you don't get along the lines with what we're about to establish, guess what? Your ass gonna be asked out or cast into prisons.
Oh, what the scriptures say, at the last he will declare his wickedness. So in the last times and last days, he gonna declare his wickedness. He ain't gonna have no choice but to say, all right, I'm the devil the Bible speaks of. Y'all gonna get this mark of the beast or you gonna die.
Right.
Nobody gonna be able to say, oh, he's a devil. Oh, we want to impeach you. No, you ain't gonna be able to say that shit. It's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too far into the times of the end. This devil ain't gonna have no choice but to push this shit on you.
Right. It ain't gonna be no impeaching then.
Right. It'll be totalitarianism. It's lucky. I can't even say that word, man.
God, you God.
Yeah, but it's gonna be this devil's gonna have complete power, man, over the court system, over the National Guard, all that shit. You ain't gonna have no say in the matter anymore. That's what they're working towards now.
Yeah.
Is casting down all power in America and giving that to the president, who's the puppet.
Right.
Being
Trump.
used by the higher elites. That's right. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. So it ain't gonna, it's rich, whether you're rich or poor, whether you somewhere locked up in the system, or whether you're, homeless on the streets.
Right.
All right. And if you're an Edomite, you're a two-time bum, man. All right. Esau's through in his kingdom, and his kingdom's already through. So it's 2 times through. But yeah, man, he's gonna come with it. He's gonna, try to tag you. All right. He's gonna tag those that belong to this world. Okay. Those who are gonna be willing to be conformed to this world or convert to this world, man.
Right.
You see that, and those who will, give into it. Hey, there's gonna be straight judgment for that, man.
Yeah.
You see, because this devil ain't just doing these things for nothing. That's why he's in the form of doing it now, because he knows, he has that agenda established, being, pushed, okay, to be established. You have, the World Economic Forum, all right. What they say, we got Agenda 25, Agenda 26, all the way to Agenda 2030, man.
That's right.
Okay.
They want things. They got goals and milestones that they want to accomplish at certain times, and they want to have this chip in you by 2030.
All right. That's why they had the Georgia Guidestones. They want to bring down the population down under 500 million.
Mysteriously, that got blew up.
Exactly.
But where are all the explosives coming from? You think these people are just growing bombs in their backyard?
Yeah.
No, you devils got all the money for the bombs. You the fucking scientist. You the one who's splitting atoms and putting it into a bomb and shit.
Exactly.
Anybody just running up, blowing up. Who the fuck got beef with the Georgia Guidestones?
Exactly. Man.
Like, who wake up and say, man, I'm finna go blow up the Georgia Guidestones? Shit written in 10 different languages. Talk about how he want to bring the population under 500 million, bro.
Hey, man, that's how you know this is devil, man. He
can't make that shit up.
He was set to show and act in it. You see?
Exactly.
That's Esau.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
That's right. Bring it back.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
All right. So without that C-hip, man, you ain't gonna be able to function in society. Who said that? Klaus Schwab.
Right.
That devil, man. Okay. They had to put it in certain wording But the point was, when he made it known, if you had a spiritual eye, a spiritual ear, you would hear and see, okay, that what he was saying was you're not going to be able to operate and be amongst society without this form of digital, what is the word? Technology. Okay? You ain't got this, you ain't going to be able to do what you're doing today.
Yeah.
You know, you got people who got all these, you know, businesses. Okay, you got all these stores. You know,
they got get it first.
Yeah, you know,
it got too much. That's why
you got too much to lose.
It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle,
right,
than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. They got too much possessions. Their heart's too fattened. Okay, they can't take that shit off. So, and it's the same thing with these people that got businesses today. They got too much, so they're gonna say, you know what, fuck it, I'll get it.
Yeah, because you bringing in hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions, okay, and you trust in this wicked ass kingdom. You know, you gonna be destined to say, oh, well, whatever it is, you know, we had to do it. This is like they did with the whole fucking 19 thing, man. You see, excuse my French, man, but the point you get to is that these people, these peon people, man, they're gonna eventually do what it's gonna be set for them to do in the first place.
Exactly. Well, it's just like the post we brought up with the quantum dots. They're trying to make, you see how they're coming out with all these, or you're gonna be required to do this in order to do this, or you're gonna be required to do. Yeah, they building you up for that MOTB. Here it is. You about to be required to have a fucking quantum technology underneath your flesh, in your skin. Okay, in order to leave the country or enter the country, to get out of here, it's gonna be a new passport. All right, so you're gonna be trapped in this country unless you get something put inside of your flesh. You see how they keep trying to get into your body somehow.
Exactly, and then you got all these side studies going on, and you got the number one guy who's gonna fund it. Okay, he's always funding and putting his goddamn
right.
input on things like putting that.
His 2 billion cents.
Yeah, you know. Wicked ass genius.
Right. That was sick, man.
You know,
I thought this guy was a fucking technology person, bro. I thought he made the Xbox and
exactly.
shit. Microsoft. How the fuck he funding shit for microbiology and you know, chips and vaccines and sicknesses, and how the hell he gonna talk about that from making an Xbox?
Well, motherfucker surpassed his education of that. You know? Yeah, that's Esau though, man. Okay, but the point is that, you know, they ain't just putting into these studies for nothing. All right? Even if it was something they were just testing, who you think they're gonna test it on? All right, who's the main test? Who's the global test they're gonna want to put it on? Okay, think about the 19. That was the test in itself. And look how far it got. You had that one movie, documentary that they took off Netflix, but they was rejoicing at the end when they seen millions and millions of people who had it. They were like, oh yeah,
right?
Because they got that accomplished. You see, the point is they looking for the same go round when it comes to that see-up.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Yeah, when you look at the universal, you know, barcode, all right, you got those, you know, numbers, man, but there's 3 lines within there. All right, without a number, 666.
That's right.
Okay, and ultimately this devil wants to tag you, man.
That's Esau's initials.
Yeah,
bro.
he wanna brand you. That's how he gonna do it, and by forming that is by putting that chip in you.
That's right.
You see, this is like you said, this is his signature. All right, he gonna put that shit in you, and yeah, it's gonna be on about your way like kettle.
All right, because he knows, even Esau knows the Lord is coming back. But he knows that when the Lord come back, he coming to get who's his and to leave who's not.
Well, that's why he got a doomsday clock.
Exactly.
He got a doomsday clock to show that, you know, he even himself got a determined time.
They trying to estimate when the Lord gonna be here. Talking about countdown to destruction. It's really the countdown to the Lord's arrival.
Right.
These devils trying to pinpoint when the Lord gonna come and take them out of captivity. You see, they only got a few seconds left on the clock.
Right.
That means their kingdom only has a few seconds left standing. They know this.
Exactly. That's right, bro.
It says in the GNT, Revelation 12:12, and so be glad, you heavens, and all you that live there. But how terrible for the earth and the sea. For the devil has come down to you, and he is filled with rage, because he knows that he has only a little time left.
He only got a little time left. All right? He is raged. He's angered. All right? You know, you see all this, everything he built. You ever seen a video where a guy is in, or a movie, everything he's seen that he done built is being all destroyed? That does something to a man.
Right.
See? And Esau's going to see everything that he done played with, that he done monopoly with, you know, everything. He going to see it all be destroyed. The scripture says, in, I believe it's Malachi, all right, the first chapter.
I got it.
Con, go ahead, bro. Okay, because everything that he's building up is all going to be teared down, man.
Yeah.
Okay, through those missiles, man. Okay, and who's going to send those missiles? YAHAWASHI. Okay, using these other nations, man.
That's right.
All right, they're going to be aiming their target at this place known as America. All right, and it's going to be engulfed in flames. You got it.
It says, we start at Malachi verse 1 of chapter 1 of verse 3.
And if you took it, all right, if you take that goddamn chip, that's what's going to be the judgment of it, man. Okay, those flames for them nuclear missiles hitting ground zero. You got it, bro.
Malachi chapter 1 of verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
This place is going to be a desert, man. Desert animals going to be dwelling here, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be nothing left.
Yep.
You got it.
And just like the Lord threw down Babylon, the scriptures say nothing new under the sun, he going to do it again. Okay, the Lord threw down Babylon, these devils were left to the wilderness. That's how they went into them caves. Okay.
Hey, Esau told Jake that you going to repeat your history, but you really about to repeat yours.
Yeah. History repeats itself.
Yeah.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished after the Lord threw their shit down.
Right. You know, go ahead.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
Right. You know, Esau's looking to, he was, you know, looking and talking to himself, you know, and said, damn, he was brought down, but now he's looking to build back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, actually, when the Lord threw Esau down, the Lord threw Esau's homeland down. The Lord threw his whole shit down. So after that, Esau said in his heart, you know, he gonna go conquer everybody else shit and live in their shit.
Right.
So now you got Esau in Germany. You got Esau in Europe. You got Esau over there in Israel, in our land. You got Esau in America, where Northern Kingdom dwelt.
Yeah.
He dwelling everywhere but what was established for him. Because the Lord threw it down. He can't dwell there no more.
Right.
So here it is. He's in everybody else's country. And this is a cancer to the earth. That's why the whole world is mourning. Okay, when the wicked beareth rule, the whole world mourn. Because this scripture say Habakkuk 2 and 5, I believe. He can't keep at home. He can't stay at home. He in everybody else's crib. It says, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord, YAHWASHI of hosts.
Now, that's what you see today. Okay, he done made his, you know, skyscrapers and towers and businesses and lands. He done set up shop, right?
Yeah.
And he done got that by blood and murder and rape and rob. You know, he done got it by that way. Okay, but you did it all for nothing. Go ahead.
It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
The Lord's going to throw this place down, man.
That's right.
Yeah, with a big bang.
Big bang attack.
And it ain't theory.
Right. That's fact.
God, go ahead.
Hey, in the verse before, it said the Lord hated Esau. So you see what the Lord is constantly on this devil's heels. He trying to come up, but he can't because the Lord stops him every time he's about to reach the height of his glory. It says, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
All right, they're the border of wickedness, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
That's right.
All right, these devils, man. Okay, they are the border of wickedness. That's why you see his ass somewhere every time. His ass there on the scene. What the hell you doing here? He got his foot in there. He got his hand in there. He got his head in there. He got this devil's in there. All right? But he's the wicked. Okay, and he's being revealed through the spirit power by Shai. Okay, he's been revealed, man.
That's right. It says, and the people, Salakia, it said, they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shai hath indignation forever.
And that indignation means what? Righteous anger.
That's right.
Look at the righteous anger for these devils. Look what he have done to the apple of his eye. Look what he's doing to the earth. Look what he's doing in general. This devil is the wicked. He gotta go, like the brother quoted earlier. Okay, from the book of Proverbs, the people are mourning when the wicked beareth rule. Okay, the people mourn. Roughly paraphrasing.
That's right.
You see, and he's gotta be stopped. And the Lord's gonna stop this devil, man, permanently.
Yeah, because this devil, he's cursed. These Edomites are cursed. No matter how much they try to build, the Lord just keep throwing their shit down. Okay, look at Rome. Okay, they thought they was going to come up with Rome. The Lord threw it down. Okay, they thought it was going to come up in a Grecian captivity. The Lord threw it down. All right, so time and time again, they tried to build up, but the Lord destroyed them. So now we're reaching that point. And you know they say 250 years is the average lifespan of a kingdom. All right, but America's hitting its 250th year in 2026.
Right.
Okay, so they're about to come up on their expiration date. All right, it's time to take them off the shelf, and the Lord is really getting ready to do that. He's about to sweep them.
Yeah. Go ahead and sweep you up in the trash and get rid of your ass. All right, I got a quick one. Is it on that?
Come on.
This is Job 14:5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So the number of his months is with the Lord. Okay, the Lord knows what day, what hour, what second that he finna throw these niggas down. They can't go past that. All right, they're strictly limited. They've been given a set amount of time, a fixed amount of time to oppress the Israelites and oppress the world. Okay, this is what they're doing their rulership. With their rulership, they want to oppress the world, just like he said in the in Wisdom of Solomon, I believe it was chapter 5. Okay, it says, "Let us oppress the righteous poor man, for he is not for our turn." He said, "Let us enjoy our voluptuousness." Okay, let us take all the food, let us take all the wine. Okay, so this devil's what he did is, what this devil's doing now is he's soaking up all of the glory of the earth. He's soaking up all the fruit and the righteousness and the work of the earth and using it for himself. He's basically using and abusing the world. Okay, he's abusing this world. He's a tyrant. All right, because what he knows that he has but a short time to rule.
Yeah, that's why he's showing that he cares less. He's careless. All right, that's why he just chopping shit down. He's just destroying everything, polluting the air, because he know he's gonna lose it anyway.
Yeah. Right.
You know, the scripture says, if the Lord didn't speed up times for his elect, okay, roughly paraphrasing, you know, you'll have it where Esau will destroy the whole world.
Exactly, bro.
This devil will destroy the whole world because he can't have it.
Yeah.
You see?
You know, some freezer shit.
Exactly. You see? But you got it, bro.
Oh, that was it. So I have.
Con. You know, the point is that this devil is going to continue to, invest. He's going to continue to investigate until he brings that M-O to the T to the B, man.
That's right.
All right. You ain't got these devils putting in all these millions in studies. All right. Putting all these millions into technology for nothing. All right. Eventually, he's going to make it known on a worldwide scale, okay, of what's going to be the next step, okay, so to speak, man.
That's right.
Okay. And that next step is what? This devil bringing out that C-hip, okay, that mark of the beast, that chip, all right? But, hey, that was it, You got anything else?
That was it, man.
So we can close it out low when this lesson was edifying to Akimak, to seek the Lord in truth and sincerity. All right, but we're going to close it out by giving all glory, honor, and praises to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAKODASH.
Once again, double honor. That was an apostle, great millstone. Teach you on till next time we say, Shalom.